What was the hardest time you've had to hold back tears? When I found out what Red Balloon Day really meant. It started during my first year working at a small grocery store in my town. I was 19, broke, and just trying to get through college. The job wasn't bad, just quiet. Every morning shift was with Mr. Lewis, this older man who'd been there forever. He had this calm way about him, like nothing ever got to him. He was always early, always wore the same green baseball cap, and always greeted everyone the same way. "Morning, kiddo. Let's make it a good one." He wasn't much of a talker, but everyone liked him. He helped the older customers load their groceries, gave free stickers to kids, and even remembered people's birthdays somehow. He was just good, but he kept to himself. After about 2 weeks, I noticed something strange. Every Friday morning, he'd bring in a single red balloon and tie it to the counter at Register 2, the one he always worked. He never said why. Didn't write anything on it. Just tied it there, let it float above his head, and went on like normal. I remember asking him once, "What's the balloon for?" He smiled, kind of softly, and said, "It's for someone special." That was it. No explanation, no details, just that. At first, I thought maybe it was a small way of remembering someone's birthday, or maybe he just liked balloons. Nobody really questioned it after that. It became part of Fridays. Customers even started noticing. Some would smile and say, "Hey, it's Balloon Day," and he'd grin, give a small nod, and go right back to bagging groceries. But one Friday in late September, he didn't show up. No message, no call, nothing. His register sat empty. The red balloon was missing, and the store felt weirdly quiet. Our manager, Chris, said Mr. Lewis had called out for personal reasons and might be gone for a while. We didn't think too much of it. Then weeks went by. Still, no Mr. Lewis. One cold Friday morning, I was working his shift when a woman came in holding a small brown box. She looked to be in her 30s, wearing a wrinkled sweatshirt and holding her coat close like she was trying to stay steady. She came up to me and said, "You work here, right? You knew my dad?" I froze. "Your dad." She nodded, eyes red. "Mr. Lewis." She placed the box on the counter and opened it. Inside were about a dozen red balloons, already tied with ribbons. She said quietly, "He asked me to bring these here today." I didn't know what to say. She must have seen my confusion because she took a deep breath and told me everything. Years ago, before I ever worked there, Mr. Lewis had a wife named Carol and a little boy named Ben. When Ben was 6, they were in a car accident on the way to his birthday party. A drunk driver ran a red light. Carol and Ben didn't make it. Mr. Lewis survived, but just barely. She said for a long time he couldn't even get out of bed. Then, on the first anniversary of their deaths, he decided to do one small thing. He went to the store, the same one I now worked in, and tied a single red balloon to the register where he'd been standing that day. He said the red balloon reminded him of Ben, who loved them. It was simple, but it gave him something to hold on to. Every year since then, on that same Friday, he'd come in with a new balloon. He called it Red Balloon Day. He said it wasn't about being sad, it was about remembering love. The woman said softly, "He passed away last week, heart failure, but he wanted to keep this going. He told me to bring the balloons, even if he couldn't be here to hang them himself." She tied one to the counter just like he always did, and for a moment, nobody in the store said a word. Even the usual morning chatter stopped. The balloon swayed slightly from the air vent above, and the soft reflection of its red color spread across the counter. When I looked up, every cashier had tears in their eyes. Even Chris, who never got emotional about anything, stood there wiping his face with the back of his hand. We kept that balloon up all day. No one touched it. No one took it down when we closed. The next morning, it was still floating there. A little lower, a little faded, but still there. Since then, every year, no matter who's working, someone brings a red balloon on Friday morning. We tie it to Register 2. Nobody ever says why out loud. We all just know. And every time I see it swaying in the air, I think about him. About how something so small, so quiet, can carry so much love. That was the hardest time I've ever had to hold back tears.